Coming up on Five Birds and a Mic.
I've never pissed myself.
I have done it quite. I've also done it when I've been on the motorway as well.
Birds, five birds, birds, five birds, birds, five birds, five birds and a mic. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to episode 27 of Five Birds and a Mic. Well, we've got some mic issues with Meggie. She's five birds and a mic that isn't in the right place. How are we getting on, Meg? You alright?
It's fine. It just keeps bouncing.
Oh!
Hey.
So anyone that is listening and not watching, Meg is currently trying to position herself so that the mic works. She's not yawned yet, so we're all right.
No.
How is everybody?
Good.
Good? Yeah.
Yeah, it's been alright.
Now the weather's picked up a bit as well. That feels like we're in July.
It does not feel like we're in July. Where do you live?
No, it's better
Not
though, isn't it?
It's improved. It's improved from this time last week. We were freezing.
Do you think this time last week I had my wool cardigan on?
True. But my hands are still cold though, which means it's not
Yeah.
July.
It's going to be hot next week.
You're always cold though, Em, aren't you?
I am always cold.
Yeah, it was bloody boiling on, what was it, Sunday? And we were dressed for
Yeah.
summer. And you came out in jeans, jumper, cardigan.
I don't trust the Sheffield weather
True.
because
It did turn cold on Sunday.
Sheffield has a way, or South Yorkshire or wherever.
Oh no, Sunday was roasting.
Yeah, Sunday was
you
hot.
psycho, that was Saturday. Sunday was boiling, I sunbathed.
Well, it was
And
warm.
we went to a barbecue.
I couldn't have sunbathed full declothed. I could have maybe worn a vest top. No, I couldn't have worn a vest top. No. I still had to wear a high neck top. I had my arms out.
Oh,
Yeah, but then she covered him with a cardigan.
psycho.
Yeah, but it's just something about maybe it's the hills makes everything just a bit chillier. But that's why I like Lanzarote, because it's a warm breeze. It's not chilly. And then I take my cardigans for the evening.
I'm going to say, but you still bring your cardigans.
Still
Don't
take
go
cardigans.
to Portugal.
I can't. The thought, that is my fear over anything. I would rather be far too hot, sweat from every angle, and every angle, that's not right.
Orifice.
Crevice. Crevice or fold. I have possible.
Crook and nanny? What's it called?
Pardon?
Crook and nunny?
No.
What's it called?
No,
Maggie.
not
Crook
that.
and nanny. What is the word?
Just do the sentence. Create the sentence. Put it in context. Come on, Meggie.
You've got to get into every crook and nun. What is the word? Crook and nanny.
Not
Crook and
nunny.
nunny. What? What is the word?
Crook and
Well,
nanny.
So
Nunny.
I would rather sweat
Crook
from
and nanny.
Nanny.
It's crook and nanny, isn't it?
Nanny. Crook and nanny.
Absolutely not, no.
Every
Not
I'm not
nunny.
helping you. This
That's
is the
your
most
vagina.
ridiculous thing.
Okay, got it. Crook and nun. Not nonny. What is it?
crook and nanny, isn't it, Dan?
Nanny. Crook and nanny.
Nope.
That's what I've always said
No.
anyway, not nunny.
Nope.
Nunny's your back.
It's nook
Ukulele.
and cranny.
Thank you.
Even I got caught
Nook
up in
and
it.
cranny. Of course it is.
Oh, really close.
Even I got swept up with the crook.
Sounds right because of nanny's a word. Isn't it?
It sounds right because
Meg.
Meggie kept saying it about
Yeah.
10 times.
I was like, yeah, that's right.
That's right, isn't it?
Emma went, is that right, Dan? Dad's going, yes, crook and nanny.
Crook and nanny, isn't it?
Nook and cranny.
So from every crook and nanny, I would
Yeah.
rather sweat.
It's called a spoonerism. It's when you swap the first two letters
Yeah.
of each word.
Yeah.
There we go.
Just created
A
something.
mechanism. A
Yeah.
mechanism.
Mechanism.
So from every crook and nanny, I would rather sweat than be cold.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I'm exactly the same, actually.
No.
There's
Once
nothing
I'm
worse.
cold, I am miserable. I'm literally angry. Like Rob says, I am the angriest in life when it's winter and I'm waiting for him to open the car door.
Well, let's be honest. If you're hot, you just have to just stay still. Just don't move.
Thank you.
As my husband would say, pace yourself. But if you are cold, there is nothing you can do.
Are you joking?
No.
That is the other way around.
What?
If you are hot, you can remove clothes. You can like get into ice if you wanted to. Like there's
Yeah,
only
but
so
if
far
you're
you can
cold,
take
you can
off.
get
Do you not
bath.
have that bath of ice just ready?
No,
If you're cold, at least you can layer up.
it takes a long time.
No.
Yeah.
Once you're cold and it's in your bones,
You have to have a
once
bath.
that cold gets in your
No.
bones, it's dead.
I much
done.
prefer being too cold than too hot, because if I get too hot, I just get very scatty, and like I feel like I can't do anything, and no.
Are you hot a lot, Meg?
Thank God for the aircon.
That you seem to always turn to heat.
Yeah.
Literally, I walk in, I'm like, why is it so hot in here? And Maggie's like, I don't know. It's like, oh, okay, Meg's pressed something on it, and she's just managed to just turn it to heat.
The brides never say anything either.
Well, how
bless
can you? They
them.
don't know what to do
I'm like,
because
oh,
you're
you're
flapping.
too hot. Yeah, okay, let me put the aircon on. They must be hotter.
Yes, they will be because you've put heat on
Yeah.
at 24.
They don't say anything though.
No, probably because they're looking at you, feeling sorry for you.
Yeah.
You're just
But then when
flapping.
we wanted the heat on the other day,
Yeah.
you put it on cold.
Yeah, technology.
Crook and nannies.
Crook and nannies.
Crook and nannies.
How are you, G?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Meh.
Yeah.
Meh.
Yeah, just meh.
It's one of it is weird, isn't it? I think every week it's almost. I think people must be like, oh yeah, they're up and down. Maybe that's just everybody's life, isn't it? But we are
It's
physically.
just a bit weird at the minute. Everything's a bit weird, isn't it?
It's a sitting and waiting.
Where are we at?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
What is life?
It's like
I know.
there's a global pandemic, but we can do things, but you can't do that. But go back to normal, but don't go back to normal.
Well, if you looked at any pub at the moment, it looks like no
I
one
just-
gives a shit in a minute
Maybe I'll feel better once I'm in a pub and I'm with them all.
with them and not caring.
Yeah.
I think you're on that. You're either the verge, aren't you? If you sit in the middle, like we're in the middle, trying to do everything right, being safe. I'm not. It's not an entirely comfortable position to be in because you either go to the extreme, don't you, where you wearing everything, doing everything right, and fearful, or you don't care. You sit in the middle, and then you just have to constantly worry. It's a worry wagon. We're on a worry wagon.
I think it's one of those because I keep verging on the I no longer care.
Yeah, I'm the
That's naturally where
same.
I've always sat anyway. And recently, I keep deep diving into that. So I've been down to the pub. I mean, the pub I went to, won't name them, but the pub I went to was fantastic. We were socially distanced. It was table service. They had full track and trace going. I wasn't allowed to touch a goddamn thing. So I felt very, very safe being in there.
Yeah.
But then I swing back because then I do stuff and I'm like, oh, okay, life feels a bit more normal and I feel very steady. And then it's almost like, I don't know, I come back from my days off and it's like I've got to be heightened to everything again. And it's like I carry a guilt with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like I managed to
Yeah.
get my life established
Yeah.
again and feel
Yeah.
normal.
Even though you're told you can do it,
Yeah,
even though you've
I'm
been
allowed
granted
to do it all.
permission,
Yeah, 100%.
you feel like
but
you're
then I
still
come
breaking
back
the
to
law.
work and
Yeah.
I feel like I've got to be so heightened and aware of it when I'm here.
Yeah.
So then
Yeah.
rather than being like, yeah, I had a great few days off, I'm like, well, I feel horrendous and now I just feel horrendous.
Yeah.
Now I don't touch anyone or go near anybody because I've just done near enough what I wanted
Yeah,
all weekend.
yeah.
And now when I come back here, it's like I've got to sanitise every goddamn part of my body to feel like
Yeah.
I'm keeping everybody else safe.
Yeah.
Then with the whole face mask debate that's now going on, like that is just, that to me is like, that's probably why I feel a bit meh now. That's like the same threat as putting me back in lockdown.
Yeah.
That's where my headset's
Yeah.
gone.
We've moved forward from
I
that
had
now.
that anxiety
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
I've literally had to buy. I've bought face mask and I've bought the filters and everything
Yeah.
now because I feel like this is now gonna be the new normal
Yeah.
again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, we're just gonna have to do it, aren't we?
Yeah.
So before they get to 1,059p, I've just bought them.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Don't
To deal
blame
with
me,
it.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
it's
yeah,
finding
mate.
your path, isn't it? I think it's almost you got finding a way of feeling like you're safe, you're okay, and finding a normal that doesn't bring guilt. It's weird, isn't it? It's almost like you've forgotten someone's died. This is a bit of a weird one, but you forget someone's died and then you have fun and then you're a bit sad because you've had the fun.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
you feel guilty
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
You feel
Yeah.
guilty that you've
Yeah.
had fun, whereas actually isn't that what life's about? We've put our lives on hold. We have to find a way of actually having
Yeah.
fun
Yeah.
again.
Mm.
But it's finding a way that doesn't feel like you're being dangerous, isn't it?
It's a really hard balance.
It's
really
a massively hard balance.
And it's one of those. And I think the other thing that's starting to not get to me, but severely annoy me, because we're having to sanitise all the time, no matter where we are. Right? You'd think there'd be like one universal hand sanitizer. Why do they all smell like tequila?
Oh, well, have you gone back to tequila
The
again?
IKEA one, we went the other day.
It's horrendous.
Oh my God.
I can't handle it. And then it's all the different mechanisms. Ours is a nice little bloop on your hands, or we got posh downstairs, and it's a creamy foam, Dan. You'll love it when you're back, babe. It's very moisturising. But some of them, it's like a...
Yeah.
Like
Or when you have to pump it yourself, so
Yeah.
other people are touching it.
Yeah.
I don't want to pump
universal
someone else's
dispenser.
pump.
It's these little mechanical things. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is annoying me now. I just
They're a
want
bit
one.
busy, aren't they?
You know
They're a
that
bit
you know the
demon-like,
level, don't
aren't
you, of
they?
how much someone is doing it to whether or not you've got to pump yourself
Yeah,
or it's automatic.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know how much they care about you.
Yeah.
Where you've walked to
Yeah.
whether or not you're pumping
If I have to
yourself.
pump
Like
myself,
it.
I'm not pumping. I'd rather not touch it.
Yeah.
I'd rather not be in there full stop, but I won't touch it.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's a weird annoyance that I've suddenly picked up on. It's like the level of quality of dispenser that you think is good enough for me.
I'm judging you for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
I am judging you.
Yeah, it is. It's a
Yeah.
weird
Yeah,
little...
you've not put the effort into that automatic hand dispenser.
or the
I'm not
tequila,
on your side.
Or they've chosen tequila as a cheaper alternative to the proper
They
alcohol.
ran
one.
out. They ran out, so they just nipped and got spare
It
alcohol.
does. It really does smell. We were coming out of IKEA and I'd got Bella and got all. We'd bought her a bed, so we'd got the bed and everything. We really got our hands full. And as we were leaving, Rob was like, "Oh, sanitise." So I was like, "I don't want to." Anyway, so I did it, and I'd done it on the way in. I was like, "Ugh." He was like, "Take a video and send it to G. Take a video." I was like, "Not right now, babe. Not right now. Not right." I was like, "How are you not seeing that I'm like literally physically we're both struggling so much?" He was
I
like,
love that.
"Where's your phone? Where's your phone?"
I love the fact that in a moment like that, his first thought was Georgina needs to see this.
Show her your reaction. I was like,
I feel like we should be. I think in some way we need to set up like a secret cam on like one of the dispensers in IKEA, so that when people do it and as they're walking away, we can catch like raw reactions, like an
it's viral.
outtakes.
It is
Brilliant.
tequila.
It'd make a great TikTok account.
But weirdly, most people when they've done ours downstairs, they go, "Oh." It's almost like they've just smelled roses, and it's weird.
It
Whereas
is.
normally
Just
you,
a soapy one.
I do.
Nice.
Does anyone else do it?
They
You
smell
can't
it-
help but smell
they
your
smell it
hands.
straight
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think our phone one smells of anything. But every time, so I've had to stop saying this now because I'm like, I'll instantly go, "There's a hand sanitizer behind you. It's automatic. It's a really nice one." But in my head, I'm thinking it's a nice texture.
Yeah.
Straight away, they go, "Oh!" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't smell of anything."
It does though.
It does. It does have
Just
like
a
a very like
clean-
just
I
a
just
clean
think it smells
smell.
of nothing.
Like a bit of a clean
Should we put a
linen.
bit of Zaflora in it?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Why not?
No,
What's
you
the
can't.
flora, sweetheart? It's too concentrate. You could put
Just a
your
tiny drop.
rose stuff in it, or some lavender oil.
Oh,
we know
no,
what-
that
did you-
I've told Emily, that smell does not age well because I have my little body sprays, my nice body spray. I had it in my bag, and on the way on Sunday, I was like, "Oh crap, I've forgotten deodorant. I'll spray myself." So I get it out.
You sprayed yourself
Everywhere.
with hand
In the-
sanitizer.
I didn't know it was hand sanitizer. I thought it was my body spray. So I'm like, shh, 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 everywhere. Shh, shh,
You
shh,
sprayed your nunny.
everything because I'd just forgotten to put deodorant on, so I panicked.
Where
put
do
it-
you put
put it on it.
deodorant?
No, not there, but you just spray it everywhere, don't you? All the way down.
no,
No.
spray-
No, not directly
No.
onto it, but just around the area.
What?
Everywhere.
What?
No.
Deodorant or body spray?
Just like a nice spray.
Back up.
Like
Do
a
you-
perfume.
Do you put perfume
You
on your
should put
nunny?
perfume down
Directly?
there.
No.
No, pH balance is going to be
No,
off.
not
It'll
directly.
drop off.
Just onto the
It'll drop off,
skirt.
Meg.
Onto the skirt of my clothes. I was dressed. I was driving.
Oh, okay.
But then I realised it was the hand sanitizer that you created before Zurich. And it was fucking dreadful. It was awful.
Oh, the rose water.
Yeah.
Mine still smells
I
fine.
think
No,
I'm sour.
it was
It doesn't. It's
No.
not good if it's been in the heat.
No.
See,
Oh,
it doesn't like
no.
heat like I like heat. It doesn't like heat. So
Don't
it's
like
like
heat.
you.
No,
It turned off like you in heat.
wasn't nice.
You didn't have a funk when I smelt you.
No, but it was stuck in the car. Brad was not happy.
At least you were really clean.
Very
Very
clean.
sanitised.
Very
You fogged
sanitised.
yourself.
Yeah, I felt very clean.
Smelly but clean.
Smelly but clean.
Well, talking of weird things that don't work or have broken for us, our topic today is things that have failed us. So equipment that's failed us, or something that hasn't worked that we expect to work and it doesn't. So does anyone want to go first?
Yeah, because I don't think there's probably loads if I digged in my memory bank of stuff. The one that keeps cropping up for me at the minute. So I have a Hetty Hoover, right? Love her. She's beaut. She's stuck with me for the last 5 years. She's cracking. What annoys me is that I can have the music on and be hoovering, loving life, and obviously she's that loud. So I'm going round and I think I'm hoovering, and then I'm like, stuff's not getting picked up. Or then I'll turn around and be like, where's all that mess come from? I've just done that
Are you
section.
tired, babe? Do you need
Like,
a nap?
Is your sack full? What's going off? Talk to me. She's just there with her eyelashes looking at me. And her nose is untwisted. So with the Hetty Hoovers,
Yeah.
they can untwist themselves. And because she's that loud, she's not a quiet Hoover, I can keep hoovering good 15, 20 minutes and not realise that she ain't following me.
She's had enough.
I'm just dragging a hose round.
Does it not sound weird that the kitchen's and then you go into the living room, it's
No, 'cause if you
Like, if I'm just in the living room and I've got music on and I'm singing, like me and Whitney having a moment when she's up from heaven, and we're like, because I have it on like pneumatic mode or whatever it's called, so it is like
intense.
it's loud,
She's
like I want to
intense.
suck everything up.
She's
and then
angry at
like
life.
the head's coming off and I'm reaching up and stuff. So in my head, she's only like a yard behind me at all times.
But she's left you because she
But
can't
she's-
stand the singing.
No, she's just unswiveled herself and fucked off into the hallway. And I'm like, oh right, cracking. Just burnt all these calories for
Bye.
nothing. Yeah.
She's like, nah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, like all the men in my life, they get into the inner circle and they're like, oh, no, no. I'm staying here.
Without you realising.
Yeah, and I turn around and
Casual
I'm like,
hallway.
bye, gone again, okay.
Those things are annoying. It's the same when you, mind you, we don't have it with Sharky. She's good. But the old Hoover where it stops, because obviously we have a lot of thread,
Mm.
And
and it
hair.
stops picking up, and it gets round and round and round.
Stop spinning.
And then I took it home one time, and Tim said it's all right, I'll sort it out. I know we'll sort it out. Glenda, that is her. She loves.
She found it really satisfying.
She loves it. Tim just took it
Oh.
home and said, "Mum, I've got something for you." It was like a present for her.
Oh.
Getting all the stuff
Awful.
on.
I love
It used to
doing
be the worst
ours.
job.
Ugh,
Getting the
no,
scissors
I
in and
love
then the
doing
pencil.
that.
No.
Getting all
Yeah,
stuff
she loves
out.
it. She loves it.
I don't even like cleaning my hairbrush. Like just the having to no.
Why?
Why?
I don't know because you just pulling. No.
What?
It's your hair.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's still gross.
It's your hair.
It's like if I've
Do you
eaten
pull
and I've
your
dropped
hair out of
crumbs,
the
that
sink?
freaks me out, and it's
Oh, God.
Do you
No.
pull it out of the drain? Who
no.
pulls your
I
hair out
have
of
to
the
do that. I
drain?
have to
Oh,
do
you
that,
do
but it's
it?
disgusting.
Why?
Leave
Your
it.
hair and
Awful.
conditioner.
No. I don't know. It's dirty. It just isn't.
Let's go back to the crumbs then.
Yes. Can we please go back to the crumbs?
No, I just don't. I don't like crumbs
So,
and stuff.
so let's say you've made yourself a tasty baguette for lunch,
Yes.
right? Lovely.
crusty,
Yeah.
crusty
And
bread.
then your crusts have escaped the plate and they're on your lap.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Don't like it
Why?
at all. I don't know. It's dirty. I don't know. It always reminds me of when I was in like primary school or in any form of school. You know, like the what's it called? It's not cafeteria. That's cafeteria. What's that?
No, you're thinking
Canteen.
Okay.
And they just never cleared up after the kids, did they, all day? And if you had to be one of the last ones that went in and everywhere was dirty and there's crumbs on, I can't stand it.
All right, Oliver
in like
Twist, what
restaurants
school
and
are you
stuff,
going into?
when you go to a seat and you've got to flick.
So what do you
No.
do? Do you just sit on the crumbs?
No, I have to flick them off, and then I'm like,
Well, you've
awful.
got
Oh
your
my
dirty
God.
rosewater
Wait
spray.
until
You're
you
fine.
have kids.
no,
You are fucked, mate.
can't. It
You are
just-
doomed. Because you have
Yeah.
you have their shit all over you.
Yeah.
I spend
Can't.
every day with somebody else's crumbs all up in here, in the hair, in the ears,
No.
wherever they decide to put it.
Or the moment when they're eating something And babies sneeze a lot for some reason.
And it
they
just goes
sneeze all
everywhere.
out onto your
No,
face.
no, it's snot. I can't deal
No,
with
it's not snot. It's baby food. And it comes out at such a force.
Oh.
It splatters you like you're in
Yeah.
Jurassic Park 1. You know, when the dinosaur comes up.
The spare guy.
That's what it's like.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
Snot's a pretty big
Blind.
thing though, mate. You are going to have to battle that. I
No.
mean, they go
Say
through a good
that's an
8-month
even
period of
bigger-
being very
that's a-
snotty.
Snot is an
Can't
even
do
bigger
bogies are
category.
just my absolute kryptonite.
Well, that's one of my things. One of my weird things was we had the baby calmer, not the baby calm, the snuffle thing, the snuffle babe, and we ran out of the packets one night. And this was it Elizabeth? No, it was Albert. So he couldn't have certain medicines, so we were very limited with what we could have. So we had to use one of those sucky things.
The
pull
bogey suckers,
pull
yeah.
the bogey suckers. I couldn't do it.
No.
It made
The
me retch
rubbish.
far
You
too
don't
much.
work.
Yeah. You have to suck at the bogies out. Babies obviously can't get their own bogies out.
Why?
Because a baby doesn't
like
know how
babies.
to put a finger up the nose and
Or
get it out.
sneeze. They don't
so
know how to
just
sneeze
like
or
even
swallow.
Bella now, she'll just have bogies just right there, and then you have to wipe them for them.
So obviously, as babies, it's stuck in their nasal passages and they can't sleep, can they, properly?
I don't know.
This
can
is all
they?
a lesson
What
for
the
Megan.
what?
So you have to. So we had to. I couldn't do it. I have to
Orally.
suck out orally the snot.
Orally.
Yeah,
Orally?
it's like
With
it's
your
a
mouth?
utensil, so you suck it out.
Yeah, you suck it. And
You
it
physically
Yeah.
It's
suck
like
it.
you're siphoning petrol.
Yeah.
You're
Like a
siphoning
straw.
snot.
But it's
Yeah.
the safest way to
Right,
remove.
okay, I
no,
never
it
did
doesn't.
that.
It gets caught up in a little
Like
sort
a-
of vessel.
Yeah, like a sieve almost.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a tool for that
There is.
Yeah.
Why,
I've
what
just
have you
been
been
doing it.
doing?
with my mouth.
Pipette thing.
You've been.
I've gone really
Megan.
hot.
Yep, there's
You
a tool you
haven't.
can buy.
Have you been doing it with your mouth? No, there is. I
We'll
think it's a
have a look
snuffle
on
thing.
Amazon after this.
You can't. Oh my god, that's as bad as the finger up the bum.
Never done that.
No. So there is a thing, so you have to do it. But the poor child, when you're doing it, it does feel like you're sucking the brain out because they are a bit like, when you're doing it.
I can't wait for Megan to have kids. I can't
I
wait.
know.
I can't
It's gonna be
wait.
so good.
Crumbs and snot.
Yep, get ready.
No, I'd rather deal with shit.
Everywhere.
I'd rather deal
Oh,
with
but-
poo.
But you have that
No.
as well. That's just an added bonus.
And usually when they do something out the front, it comes out the back at the same time.
Oh, no.
Just as you're about to go out, it will come.
Yeah.
And then the leaking up, everything.
yeah.
Why would
Let's
you not just have
go
a dog?
back to poo there. Let's move on from getting
Mm.
into that area again.
So many of my equipment things that go wrong are associated with babies. So maybe I'll just I'll slide past those because I think I might put Meg off if I talked about any of that. Anyone with equipment then?
I'm not responsible for any equipment or tools in our house. I just don't get involved. I'm just not good at it, so I just leave it to Rob. So things happen that are very boring. Like we had a flat tire the other day, but Rob changed it. Thank God, because it was on the Audi as well, and I would have had no idea what I was doing. And he was like, "Come and watch." I says, "Yeah." And then I went and sat in the car, and he was like, "What are you doing?"
Emma.
I was like, I got bored. I was like, one, you need to know what this is your car that you drive, and two, don't sit in the car
You could have
whilst
taken
I'm
his
in the
hand
middle
off.
of changing the tyre.
You could have taken his
Did
hand
you
off.
know
Sit in the car.
I've got
Why?
some Marks and
Jack.
Spencer's cookies.
Why?
So-
What's wrong with doing that? I just thought it's because you couldn't watch him anymore.
No one, you can't.
You can't
I mean,
get in the car if the car is on the jack.
Why?
because of the
Because
way.
you could take the hand off or the head off depending on how they're doing it.
Yeah, so hence why I don't get involved. But I had a very bad bikini fail on me. Clasp fail. I'd just had my boobs done the second time. So we were on the first holiday after that, and I'd got a lovely blue, like aqua blue, misguided, bandeau style bikini. I was in the pool with Oscar, living my best life, and picked him up, and I just felt ding, So I just had to grab Oscar and hold him onto my chest.
As a bikini.
And Rob was nowhere to be seen. Oscar couldn't swim though, so I couldn't just let go of him and grab it. I just had to hold on to both, and then he was kicking off, so then things were moving to the side, and it was I was literally like, there was only me, and I thought I was being Mum of the Year, playing with him in the pool and everything, you know, all lovely. But no, that was horrendous. Nearly flashed. Luckily, I think people just caught a bit of side boob.
Well, at
which
least
is
you've got a
fine.
good pair.
Yeah. But it was we were at the kids. We were in the kids section.
Yeah.
So if I'd have been like on any other holiday, maybe it'd be all right. But when you're actually in the splash pool area and stuff, it's not acceptable to flash.
Bet dads were loving life, mate. They were putting their Polaroid sunglasses on.
Yeah, they've all got the
right
glasses.
out.
They're acting like they've not seen you, but you can tell with the angle of their head they are staring.
Yeah.
Trying to read a book and it's upside down and the wrong way.
No, and then obviously I had the zip gate in Vegas where I flashed the whole strip from my arse. So I've already covered that bit.
Yeah.
That's my best story.
It's a good story. They're both good.
Yeah.
Did you
all
learn how to
involve
change the tyre
flashing.
though?
Did she bollock? She had a good M&S cookie.
Well,
though.
the thing is, my uncle owns a garage.
Right.
So that's where the car's going anyway.
Right.
So if I ever had a flat tyre, I'd just call him
Yeah.
and he'd just come and get the car. He'd take it away.
See, that's like me. I know if anything like that happens, I can just call G. So there's actually no need for me to
I mean,
even
my
try.
uncle's a mechanic though, and I pay him. So slight difference. Maybe you should stop charging.
To be fair,
Add VAT on and
when I left school, my plan was to train as a mechanic and then have my own garage, and I'd only have female customers. So it'd be a female garage
Yes,
safe
I'd
for
love
females.
that.
Because I
I
think
would
there was a
love
lot of
that.
women that potentially sometimes feel intimidated going in.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
even me, with someone who's got a fairly decent
Yeah.
idea what's going on under my bonnet, if I go in and I'm like, I think it's X, Y, and Z, and they're like, all right, love, I'll have a look. And it's like, right, okay. Oh, no, couldn't find anything. Did you check X, Y, and Z? Well, it's not going to be that. Will you check it for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that needs replacing. Yeah, I thought it might. Okay.
Yeah.
So, that was my idea.
It's just intimidating,
It's,
isn't it?
the woman who fixes all the scratches on the Audi from me, she's a woman, and I feel better going to her than
Yeah.
my uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
she's not going to judge you.
She's lovely. She's so
Yeah.
and I can't believe that she's like, she works for Chips Away, so she like does body work and everything, and she's really calm, and like when you find out what she does, it's amazing. But I feel really comfortable with
Yeah.
her. Whereas when I go into my uncles and I know them all, I'm still a bit like, oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do it. Sorry. Why am I apologising? I'm paying you to fix it, but I feel bad.
You're keeping them in business.
Yeah, I feel bad.
There are certain things I think everyone should be able to do on the car. Changing your tyre is one.
It is actually really essential because the tyre we come out of Meadow Hall and it was gone.
Flat.
It was like totally gone. We tried to pump it up, was just pissing air out. So Rob was like, right, we're going to have to change it. And I was like, oh, I didn't even know it had got one in the boot.
No.
Yeah. Yours might have one in the boot.
Yeah. I mean, it's a small boot.
It's going to be one.
There'll be one in
No,
there.
it's
Although newer cars now
underneath
don't come
it.
with a spare tyre. Sometimes
You
with
have to
newer
swap
cars.
it.
Brad's, that's what happened to Brad's.
Yeah.
And his was destroyed.
But
so
yours
he did
should
nothing.
have one. I'll show you when we leave work.
I know I'd rather have the tyre
Yeah.
than, is it foam?
Yeah.
Yeah, like an emergency
Yeah.
phone. Although I
Yeah.
had to use the emergency phone once, and it did wrongly. It lasted me a good week before I had to really address anything.
Well, we've still got the spare one on ours because we've not had a chance to take it in
Yeah,
yet.
you'll be all right
so
for a bit.
just
Don't go
chilling
ragging at
there.
everyone.
with a biscuit wheel on it.
I had a puncture one time coming back from where I used to work in Rotherham, and I could hear it, and I thought, what is that noise? And then realised it's a flat tyre. No, it was a ba-jump.
It's the
ba-jump,
flat
Oh,
of the
you
tyre.
were in-
ba-jump, ba-jump.
Yeah. Did you not feel it when you were driving?
You get a slight drag.
Yeah, but it's only when it sort of slows down. Maybe it's just the other three took it. You know, it's like it's all right. I'll take
Yeah,
the brunt, and then
yeah.
then they're tired, so it's like you got to take a bit of
Yeah.
work. I can't.
Tyres are tired.
Tyres are tired. Ha! Thanks for the input, Andrew. And I got to Meadowhall Retail Park, parked up, found a space away from everybody else, and then a car pulled up and just sat there. And I carried on, and this guy got out and said, "I've seen you got a flat tyre. I'm going to help you." And I was like, "I'm okay." I knew how to change it. Got everything out. He's like, "No, I'm going to help you."
What?
And took over.
Like as if you were like a damsel in distress sort of thing.
But he'd obviously seen that I got a flat, so he was trying to be helpful, which was kind, but he just took over. But I quite enjoyed the fact that he couldn't do it. So he didn't know how to do the jack. So he was all
So you showed him.
I let him do it. I let him fail. And he was like, "Oh." And then another man came over and helped him. So there was two men, not sure how to do it. Trying to stand there. I'm like, if you turn the jacket, it's upside down. And and then turn. Yeah, there we are. Well done. Thanks so much. Yeah, brilliant. And it's underneath. No, you need the screw. Yeah, the security one. Yeah. Not that one there. Yeah, turn that. Brilliant. Thank you. So the problem is that even though they think they've helped you, and they've not, they still turned around like, "There you are, love.
I've just saved you."
Oh no!
Done.
I'm glad that I learnt about the safety nut, because that was like in the glove box.
Yes.
In like a manly plastic bag. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't like a sandwich bag or anything. It was like that sturdy plastic.
That was
and
hard
I
plastic,
actually
that.
thought that when it had last been in the garage or whatever, they took something off the car that they didn't need anymore and just thrown it in the glove box. That I could have quite, when I'm on one of my declutter, that could have easily just gone straight in the bin.
And it is your car as well, so to be fair, I wouldn't have blamed you for that. But I am worse now because I've got Tim. There is nowhere on earth I'd know anything about the car I've got now. I would not know a thing. I don't even know how to open the boot properly, or the what's the front
Bonnet.
The bonnet?
I wouldn't even know how to open the bonnet.
No,
in that car.
I don't. No.
Nothing, because I don't, and this is the problem, I don't need to now. I had the need
I don't
before,
even change the time.
so I've...
Do you not check your oils or like
No,
your
I
power
don't need to.
steering?
But remember, I don't need to now, and I think that's the problem. Is
Yeah.
that when you don't need to, you become complacent.
Yeah. I know people that don't even fill the... I mean, I'm not even going to lie. I don't put petrol in the cars anymore.
Well, neither do I. That's awful, isn't
And
it?
I've got
I
to
go
that
home.
level.
I rung Tim on the way to work. This is my car, remember? I rung Tim on the way to work because he does use it. And I said, "I've got 15 miles left." And he said, "Yeah." I said, "I've got 15 miles left. It's my car. What are you doing?" And he said, "But that'll get you there and back." It's like, "But I've only got 15 miles left. It needs filling up, Tim." And he was like, "Yeah, go and do it." I was like, "Excuse me?"
Oh, I'm not that bad. I'm
So
not
I
that bad.
split who's responsible for what. Even though this is my car, I can't stand it when the light flashes on. I'm like, Tim, you need to go and fill it up now. You need to go and fill it up. He's like, "You know how to do it." It's like, "I know, but I don't like doing it."
I don't like doing it. I
hate it.
I hate petrol stations, and I spend loads of money on shit inside that I don't need.
Oh, I don't. I do pay at pump.
Yeah.
Pay at the pump. Although one time at the pay at the pump, I said to you, G, I took a picture because there was a spider on the corner of the pay at the pump, and you went, "Just leave it, forget it, just walk home."
Yeah, don't need petrol.
Don't need
I
petrol.
was like, leave the
walk
car where
home.
it is. It's fine.
So it was only a little one. Just quickly did it, so I didn't wind it up.
Nope.
My equipment failure falls back into the same topic as last week.
Poo.
No, number ones. But I was on a train home ride. A train home ride?
Train
ride
ride
home.
Thank you. Hour and a half. One of the rickety ones. Rickety. So there's only one toilet with 3. It come from Manchester, so we're going back home. So there's nowhere to stop, is there? There's nothing to do. And I was busting. And when I need the loo, it's like a horse wee.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop. It's continuous, and it's long, and there's a lot. And it was one of those. It was one of those ones. And I said to the conductor, "Is there a toilet?" She went, "It's broken, love." And I was like, what version of broken are we talking about? And she said, "It's just not working. You can risk it if you want to, but it's not working."
Just wee in the sink.
What?
Well, no.
Yeah.
Didn't we in the sink?
I mean, train bathrooms are
How can
horrible anyway.
you wee in a toilet on a train? There's no way on earth you can get up to angle that well.
If you're desperate, you'll find a way.
They're very shallow, aren't they, as well?
Yeah.
Like on planes and stuff.
And we can't aim.
No. The need, I couldn't have even got up there in time. So I went in, and it was probably about an inch off the top full.
Oh, no.
Oh, crikey.
I know where this is going.
You added to it, didn't you?
I had to add.
And
Did you fill it?
overflowed onto your own feet? Did you piss on your own feet?
No. So I had a wee,
Oh.
and I thought all this needs is a good flush.
You didn't. Please tell me you didn't.
No!
Why?
So I got it to the top, and I thought, I just think it just needs a flush. It might just need a good yank. So I pressed, realised that wasn't working.
Did it go?
Because things started to bubble up.
on a train as well.
So I just exited very, very quickly, very, very quickly, and ran to the end of the train. We were sitting, and I was sitting watching, and it came out.
Oh.
But of course, as the trains aren't flat, are they? So every so often it just started to move more forward and back, more forward.
Like the
back.
tide?
And it was pretty much reaching us, and everyone all the way home just like with their feet.
Oh, because you gave it a good yank.
There was no way on earth. I wished that I didn't do the yank. I was relieved. I'm not guilty for filling it up fully. I had to do that, otherwise I would have wet myself. I was that bad. You know, when you can't even bear to even talk or think. Even in your mind, it makes you need the loo just thinking to breathe, let alone have anything tight around your bladder. No?
Yeah, I need a wee now.
Yeah.
Just talking about
Just the
it.
thought
to be
of it.
honest.
I know the quick sidetrack. I must have been about 16, 17. No, I can't have been because I know where I was working at the time. So I must have been about 15, 16. I'd gone to town. I came back on the bus. I'd spent all of my money. So I had the money for the bus, got on the bus. I got halfway up Ecky Road. This was when I was living up at High Stores. And I was busting. To that painful, went into a cold sweat, busting. Then I was like, I could get off the bus here, run into work, use the toilet, get another bus. No, wait, you don't have enough money for another bus, so that's not an option. You could walk home from here. No, that's not going to work because your Deborah's going to knock your head off your shoulders if you're late because you've been like late every other time you've gone out. You've got to stay on the bus. I managed to probably get 2 stops away from home when my body was like, no, dude, and you've pushed all the boundaries. So very, very quickly, I took my hoodie off, moved to the back of the bus, pissed myself, waited for that stop, got to my stop, pressed the bell, put my jumper round the back of me, like tied it round my waist, ran off the bus. I was like, yep, cheers, thank you, and then ran home.
Oh.
I've never pissed myself.
I have done it I've also done it when I've been on the motorway as well. It's like I've gone past the services and then it's hit me and then there's no services for like another 40 miles. So it's been like, well, I've just got to go. Just pissed myself and carried on driving.
You really see?
What cleaning products did you use on your car to get the smell away?
Did a bit of Vanish, let that soak in, let it dry, hoovered that up, and then got a bit of fabric conditioner, lathered that in, let it dry, hoovered it up.
Oh no!
God.
Have you ever done it in the car you're in now?
No, I've never weed myself in this car. A couple of times in the Polo, never did it in the KA.
KA was too nice.
It had leather seats, mate. It wouldn't have
I was
absorbed it the same
saying,
way.
what would you do with leather seats? Like,
At least it'd just
be
wipe
gushing
up,
around
yeah.
me, wouldn't it?
When
That'd
you
be
sell
like
it to
train.
you, is it like one previous owner pissed in twice? no school.
There's always just a lot of air fresheners, mate, when it goes on.
Love it.
That's funny.
What's yours then, Dan?
So my concept's a little bit different, as it usually is, because I take things not as literal sometimes these days. So my equipment that failed was my hair straighteners when I was having my second driving test, because I failed my first one. Not a great driver.
Well, that's because you want to
Well,
open
they
the doors
failed.
on a momotorway.
Mm.
That
Yes, that's
that would
right.
be an
I did do my
automatic
passport.
fail.
I didn't do my passport, don't worry. Didn't need to do that. Didn't kill anyone. It's fine. I'm still here. So my straighteners failed me because I was running late. I was getting picked up because you normally have like a little drive round with your driving instructor first, don't you, before you get to your test centre. Oh, she's gone for a pee.
No, it's not doorbell. Doorbell.
Oh, was it? So when I'm talking, I can't hear you. It's really weird. So my straighteners failed me because I was running that late. I burnt all my fingers. I was literally straightening, and I dropped the straighteners, and I
Grabbed the
straighteners
plate.
in my hand. Dickhead. What a dick. So obviously, trying to drive a car with a burnt hand, difficult, right? So this was my second driving test. I'm thinking, I'm failing this, blistering, it's all going up. But because I think on my first one I was like over anxious and overthinking everything, now I was thinking about my burnt hand and my third degree burns. I passed. I think I passed because I burnt all my hand and scolded myself.
Or you just felt sorry for the hand.
Well, the weepage on the steering wheel, that was a bit slippy. Nah, bossed it, mate. Got that 3-point turn down. Fine.
Oh.
So, yeah. So, my equipment failed me, as in my hair looked like shit, and I burnt my hand, but there was positives to it.
You passed,
It still came out winning.
Silver lining.
I could drive my silver cat,
Yeah.
my silver Ford K, loving life, 17, rap.
Bad man Dan. Oh God,
Bad
the
man Dan.
burns. Oh, curling tongs. I've got a curling wand, and it goes to like 210. So
Yeah.
I've still got like a burn on my arm. It was August bank holiday, lovely mermaid wave, and I thought last minute I'll just touch it up. I'd probably had a drink, dropped it straight on my arm, and then just went out. So I ran it in water for about 1 second. Went out, and I've still scarred today from it. Good night there.
Yeah.
Worth it.
I was in agony for a lot of the night because it was a pretty bad burn, but
It's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, it was
It's
fine.
just that, like, oh my God, how clumsy can you be?
Yeah.
Like, how bad is that?
yeah.
But you know when
You
it's
can
happening.
just feel it sticking to your hand
Yeah,
as well, can't
yeah.
you? You know when it, like, has that little grip on you?
Your skin's left on it.
Oh, lovely.
Absolutely.
Well,
I
that's a
haven't got
perfect
them trainers
ending.
anymore. God.
For lunch.
Yeah. Sorry if anyone's eating at that point. That wasn't, again, I don't think that was as bad as poo cast
No.
No.
No,
to eat.
reckon it's back. Right.
No, there wasn't any way.
I wouldn't have done it, would it?
I don't know what was wrong
Needed
with
a
that.
plunge.
I told him about poo stick. He went, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Dad, do you remember? I was like, oh, okay. They were
Well,
like,
now
yeah,
lots of
I
people.
do. Brendan, it's back. And they talked about it again. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
fun family memories.
Oh, the times. What time is? Oh my word! It is lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
It is lunch. That's why George has gone a bit.
Are we done?
Oh, we're done.
Hungry.
Hungry time. Well, thank you everyone for listening, and we shall see you at episode 28. Oh my word! It will be, won't it? We've done 27 already. Time flies when you're talking about poo and wee.
Yeah.
Every Monday, tell your friends.
Every Monday, tell your friends. And then if Andrew gives me enough time to put it on, it will be on a Monday morning. If not, it might be on lunchtime, mightn't it, Andrew?
Burn.
Stay safe. Speak to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.